Okay, we're recording this and you had agreed to this to be recorded and to be posted to social media for educational purposes. And we're here to talk about do a pre-circle on a conflict that's going on in the NVCA group, or Nonviolent Communication Advanced group. And it was a circle called by Barbara, who wanted to hear more from Adrian and his views. So there'd been some sort of issues around him and certain people. Barbara asked if you would take part, and you said you would. So I'm just going to set the intention for the call. I like this is my intention, so I can sort of be open about my intention. So the intention for this restorative empathy circle for me is to build a culture of empathy, and that means to nurture mutual listening, understanding, care, trust, and support, and to create a constructive, relationship going forward. And we do that in the empathy with empathic listening, where everyone can fully express themselves, say whatever they want, and feel heard and understood to their satisfaction. And so that's basically what I'm here to do and here to support. And I'm not sure what your intention is, but I just wanted to be clear about mine. So, and I'm going to just light the candle of intention here.
Okay.
This is my candle just to remind what the intention is. And so, so I'm here just to listen to you about what, about the conflict, or, this topic that Barbara's brought up, and just to hear where you are. I'll do empathic listening. You can share. I'll periodically reflect back my understanding of what your thoughts are, what your feelings are. And then we'll see if you want to continue at the end. So I'm here to listen.
I might be a little confused. I'm sorry for is the sound okay?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Because it's raining quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a little confused maybe. I mean, I didn't see the whole thread, the whole back and forth. I did watch the video that was posted. Which I think was an issue for a lot of people. And so my intention was to support mediation between parties. It's painful for me when there's, when there's tension and people leave the groups where the whole point is to be able to communicate freely and translate language that we're all habitually used to speaking. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing there is that you're a little confused about what's the overall issue here, but you're here because you're wanting to support mediation and understanding, and especially in a group that's about, empathy and nonviolent communication. So you're wanting to support that mediation.
Yes. Yes.
Is there more? No.
I participated in one of your empathy circles a while ago, and I was just really impacted by it. The instructions were so clear and so simple, and I really enjoyed being able to hear somebody with such, probably vastly different views than the other people in the group. It's really important for me that everybody is heard. So I just wanted to support that happening here, because I heard that, people left the group because of this, and we're losing people of color, and that's the last thing anyone wants to do.
Yes, you have real concern about people leaving the group and sort of what's going on there, especially people of color, and just hearing of the conflict. And you have taken part in the empathy circle work that I've done, and you found it very constructive. People were hearing each other, and so you're wanting to support that too. And it sounds like you're kind of not even sure what the real conflict is. It's like not really clear. It's like, hey, I'm coming into this. I don't really know what the issues are. There's something going on. People aren't hearing each other. I really want people to hear each other, and they're not hearing each other. And I just want to be a presence for offering sort of empathic support and mediation.
Right, right. I think it had to do with racism and anti-racism. If that's or anti-racism. I'm confused. My husband and I just finished reading White Fragility, which was recommended to me by a Black friend a while ago, and I'm grateful that I read it. And we're going to be having a discussion group on the book at our synagogue, and it'll be a mediated thing, and I'm looking forward to that. I was kind of the book left me, especially the last chapter, left me wishing that there had been some NVC in there, or some gentleness in delivering this message, which is painful and different. My husband said that the author delivered the message with a hammer, and I can say the same thing, like it's on a plate. So yeah, and so if we're having those issues internally, I just want to support them being dealt with care.
Mm-hmm. So you're hearing that it's the issues or the conflict is around racism, and you've been looking into some of these topics by reading that book. What was it, White Fragility, or was it? Yeah. Right. So, and you can sort of deliver a message with a hammer, or on a plate, and maybe it felt like it was on with a hammer, or people see it differently, and you would have wished that the message was sort of delivered with more care and more of a empathic, in a more nonviolent or empathic way.
Yeah.
And you can maybe see that this is, it's a difficult topic that's sort of coming up here, if that's what the issue is here.
Right, exactly. If that's what the issue is here, yeah, it's a really sensitive issue. And yeah, and like I said, I didn't read the entire threads. I read enough about them, enough of them to develop an interest and to be disappointed that it went the way that it went.
Okay, so you haven't really been delving really deeply into it, but deep enough that you can feel a sense of disappointment that everything wasn't handled very well, or very empathically, or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Or directly, or yeah. I think the last thing I read was, I think it was Ray, was like, this won't be tolerated again, and there will be boundaries, and yeah, sure, let's have some agreements. It's just, yeah, it's when you're talking about what somebody's meaning is, it's complicated.
Yeah, so just appreciating the complication of it. And I think you're saying it, so let's have some boundaries, but maybe not feeling so comfortable with how it was delivered or something. I'm not quite sure I got that.
Well, I will agree that Facebook is probably not the best place to have these conversations. So, if the group, I think it would be lovely for the group to have these conversations, not on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I appreciate. Let's have those dialogues here within, where we can see each other, face each other, not do it on Facebook where it's just text and kind of. So I'm hearing a real appreciation of bringing people together into like an empathy circle, talking about it here
Yeah.
as a
Yes.
way forward.
Yes.
And that's what you want to support too.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, is that sort of it, or is there more? You don't, it's
I don't know
much
who Barbara is. Is
where
Barbara
Barbara is.
is who Barbara is.
Oh,
I know the Adrian.
there's Barbara, Adrian, Ray, or some of the people who've been invited. Barbara called for this circle. I did a pre-circle with her. I listened to her for about 45 minutes, maybe. Then had a circle with a pre-circle with Adrian. Just listened to him, reaching out to you to just listen, get a little pre-circle. See if Ray or, they've invited other people too, and I'm going to reach out to them. And then we'll see if we can find the date and time that works and bring whoever would like to together. So that's sort of the...
Right. I guess what I wanted clarity on was whether Barbara is somebody who was just a name that I'm not remembering that was very much negatively affected.
Oh, it's RJ. She goes by RJ. BJ Oriadin. I'm not sure if I'm
okay. Yes, that name sounds familiar. Yes.
Yeah, so
right.
that's who it is. And she's just saying that she actually, if you do a conflict, sometimes there's some issue around what the conflict was. You kind of bring that up. Her thing is, I just want to hear from Adrian about what his views are. So it's kind of like pretty open is a topic of.
Okay, good.
That's what she's calling it for. And
Okay.
I imagine others have kind of issues around it, and we'll see if they come or not.
Okay, all right.
Okay, if you feel heard, then this is just the first step. And if you want to go ahead, then you can just let me know you want to go ahead. Or if there's anyone you think should be in the call.
Yeah, that's
else.
why I don't know the players.
Okay.
I don't know the names of the people who may have left and not come back to the group who were upset.
Mm-hmm. I think Barbara wanted you because she saw you as an empathic presence. So it's someone that would bring an empathic presence to this. So I think that's why she invited you.
Yeah, great.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be included.
Cool. Great. So that's it for the circle to pre-circle. It can go just like 10 minutes or it can go an hour, depends, so it seems like we sort of covered the basics here.
Since I don't know much about it.
Yeah. You don't know much about it, but you want to bring your empathic presence to kind of help deal with whatever comes up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll stop the recording.